An Edmonton woman flying to Kelowna, British Columbia, wound up with a surprise in her luggage when she arrived. Nicole Ashley Squires posted this photo on Twitter. It shows some dirty men's clothing and 5 cans of beer. And she says they weren't there when she left Edmonton. And she has no idea how all that stuff got into her suitcase. So that's a little bit of a surprise. And then there's the way that the airline, WestJet, responded when she complained. Susanna De Silva is back with this strange story. Susie?
Yes, she was very, obviously, as you said, surprised to find this. She says the clothing smelled very, very bad. To add to everything, she says it was only a 50-minute flight as well. She was the first one to the carousel to pick up her bag. So how could this possibly have happened? So she did call WestJet right away, to which they responded to her by saying, well, that's gross. But other than that, seemed really rather cavalier about everything that had happened, which did disturb her a little bit. She was worried maybe it was some kind of a security threat. So that's what prompted her to send out the tweet listing exactly what had occurred, sending the picture. And her tweet did trigger a response from WestJet. Not really the response you might expect. What happens in Vegas? A play on what happens in or when in Rome, or perhaps what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Not really clear exactly what they're saying maybe about Edmonton, what the response was. She wasn't really sure if she should be mad about it, if she should laugh about it. Now, eventually WestJet did send another tweet out, a little bit more serious, saying, please do call us, to which she did call them. And the only response that she had from someone was, well, I've never heard about this happening in 15 years that I've worked here. We have no idea how this happened.
You see, I mean, among the interesting things here is that WestJet is known for having a sense of humor.
Yes.
And a lot of people really like that when the flight attendants make jokes, unless you take the same flight over and over again and hear the same joke. That's beside the point.
That's fine.
But on the other hand, messing around with somebody's luggage, especially with dirty clothes, you know, demands some kind of reasonable response. And there is a solution to this mystery.
Yes, they say they have discovered what happened. They say, as weird as perhaps it might seem, that the stinky men's clothing and beer happened to be on the carousel next to her luggage. Hers was a little bit unzipped. They assumed it was hers. They were just trying to be nice, and they slipped it in her bag, and as it turns out, it wasn't hers, and they hope she was understanding about the whole ordeal, but she says she has no plans on drinking the beer.
Or wearing the clothes, probably.
Or wearing the clothing at that point either.
All right, Susie, thank you very much.
Thank you.